Welcome to my channel, guys. Today we're going to see about Hibernate with JPA. Before going to into the channel, please subscribe to my channel. Introduction. Hibernate. What is Hibernate? Hibernate it is a Java-based ORM tool which is used to map the Java object to the database. Hibernate follows the JPA standards. Why we going for Hibernate? Hibernate it will requires a less code to connect with the database. Unlike JDBC, JDBC requires 5 steps to connect with the database. Here, the key features of Hibernate it automates the conversion between the Java objects and database table, and it supports various relational database like MySQL, Oracle, and PostgreSQL. Now we go for JPA. JPA it is a standard specification provided by the Sun Microsystems, and which is followed by the Hibernate. Okay. Uh, if we develop the application with JPA means we can migrate. If we suppose we need to migrate into the other tool means we can easily migrate. If we develop the application with Hibernate alone means uh, we cannot migrate easily. That is the reason. So key phases of JPA it provides a standard way to map the Java object to the database table. So advantages of Hibernate over JDBC. So here we can see the first point is automatic object relational mapping. That is the reason. Here Hibernate creates the table automatically. In JDBC we create the table manually, but here in Hibernate it will create the table automatically. We don't need to create the table by entering into the database, entering into the MySQL database, and we need to create the table manually. No need of that in Hibernate. It will create the database automatically, and it will create the table automatically, and it require less boilerplate code. Yeah, it is compared to JDBC, Hibernate requires a less amount of code to connect with database. Here in JDBC, we need a lot of code for connecting connection statement for result set. We need to write manually. We need to write the code. But here in Hibernate, we don't bother about the codes. Just Hibernate provides method. We can use them to connect to the database. And similarly, database independence. Hibernate switching the database is easier in Hibernate compared to the JDBC. Now we see about ORM, how the ORM works. So object-relational mapping. So ORM means Hibernate. Okay. Here Java object is converted into database rows and columns by ORM Hibernate. Okay. Here we can see the object. Okay, the entire class is called entity. Inside the class, the name, last name, phone number, that all attributes. Okay, attributes means rows and columns. So it will be mapped into the first name John. Here the first name equal to John. Here the column name is first name. Here the data enter is John. Last name is Connor, and parallelly it will be entered into the database. So this is known as object relational mapping. We can fetch the data from the database in object only, while we sending data from Java to the SQL. We will send it in like as object. Okay, that's all ORM works.